Good day, folks. Today in this video we're going to attach an external microphone to the FeiyuTech G6 and see how it works. Now, this technique has been done before. There are some videos on YouTube with people attaching microphones on a G5. Now, in theory, it should work better with the G6 because the motors are bigger, they have more torque. So having the extra weight of a cable hanging off the side of the GoPro should theoretically work better. But we will definitely put that to the test. So first to the hardware part, let's get a microphone attached and I'll kind of show you the equipment you need. Now, I'm going to be using this kit. This is a cold shoe, and I'll include the links down below in the description where you can buy this little kit. It has everything you need to attach to the handle. But before you purchase anything, take a look at your equipment. Quite often you might have something laying around that you can salvage or borrow from. For example, this is an aluminum frame that I have for the Hero 5 or the Hero 6. It actually has a cold shoe on the top there, which you can undo. You can use that bolt and the cold shoe. That'll work just the same. So just take a look around before you order anything. You may already have all the parts you need laying around. So in this little kit, we're going to take out the little bolt and the cold shoe. The kit also comes with an Allen wrench to attach it. So for my setup, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add the cold shoe just to that little side mount there. And it's nice that they got this flat surface, nice big flat surface, so things do attach actually quite easily. So we will just tighten it up there, make sure we got it angled the way we want. Now, depending on how you're going to be filming, you might opt to have it on a slight angle to have the microphone more pointed up towards you, depending if you're going to be doing selfie style stuff or interviews, commentary, different things like that. I'm just going to have mine on straight for now. And the thing is, you can always adjust it later if need be. So just like that, you can see it's on there. And nice little mount for a microphone. Now, I think the most common microphones that people use with GoPros are the Rode microphones. This is the Video Mic Go. The other common one that people use is the Video Micro, which is what I'm actually using to record this video, so I can't demonstrate it in this video. Personally, for myself, I would probably use the other microphone in a real-world situation just because it is a little bit smaller. This one does stick out quite a bit, but it will work just fine if you have this one kicking around. Now, it's very unfortunate, but we have to use this thing. This is the adapter for GoPros for the Hero 5, Hero 6. We have to use it. I hope one day GoPro gets it together and eliminates the need for this big, bulky thing. A setup like this would be perfect without having to use this thing, but we will make it work. Now, with the G5, a lot of people attach the brick to the bottom there. They had the brick and they would use a rubber band or a strap like I have on there, and they would have it mounted right at the bottom. Now, the only problem with the way that the G6 is angled, it might hit down there. So I'm going to try it a little bit differently. So what I've done here is I've attached a strap just to kind of hold it in that kind of shape there. You can plug it into the port, the USB-C port, and as you can see there, it just sits there nicely. The nice thing about doing it this way as well is that there's nothing attached to the GoPro. It's out of the way. The port at the bottom is going to be in close proximity to the port on the microphone, so there's going to be no stretching or tension on the cable that we plug in. So I think it's going to work well like that, but definitely we will put it to the test, and maybe we will have to adjust things. So we're going to plug one end of the cable for the microphone into the bottom there. And depending on whether you're going to be doing some vlogging or just some commentary while you're filming, you can adjust the microphone whatever angle works best for you. Now we just plug the other end into the microphone, and just like that, you can see that there's not a lot of tension on that cable, so there's not going to be any pulling, and theoretically it should work well. Let's just fire up the gimbal here. So there we have the final assembled unit. As you can see, I have the gimbal powered on, and it seems to be performing well. It's not jittery, it's not stuttering at all. That cable does not affect it, it's not in the way. So now we're going to go out and do some filming. I'm going to film with the microphone attached to the Hero, and then I'm going to take the microphone off and do some more filming, and then we'll play them side by side, and we'll see if adding that microphone like that changes the way the gimbal performs, if it adds any kind of jitteriness to the video, if it's a little jerkier, if it's not as smooth. We will find that out. So let's head out and we'll see what it does. So we have the GoPro Hero 6 mounted in the new FeiyuTech G6, and I have the Rode Video Micro attached to the unit, plugged into the GoPro. So we're just going to do some walking and talking, and we're going to see if the microphone attached to the GoPro has any effect on the stabilization quality. We'll do some movements, and then I'll do a comparison without the microphone attached. We'll do it side by side, and we'll just see if we can notice any difference. It's really hard to say if doing this will prematurely wear the motors out. The FeiyuTech G6 is better opt to doing this than the G5 just because it has larger motors. Now, one thing I do notice as I'm walking around, the anti-shock mount on the Rode microphone is bobbing around, so I'm really curious to see if that's going to cause any kind of extra jitter in the video footage. So definitely interested to see that once I get home. Just from what I can see in the preview window on the GoPro, it looks to be very stable, but yeah, I'll be very curious to do the side by side and see how it looks. So yeah, again, this is the GoPro Hero 6 mounted in the FeiyuTech G6 with the Rode Video Micro attached to it and plugged into the GoPro. We're just testing to see if it adds any distortion or jitter to the video when you're doing any kind of vlogging with it. There you have it. I think it performed pretty well. I personally did not see too much of a difference in the way that it was keeping the footage stable. Definitely the audio is a lot better, having an external microphone like the Rode microphone attached. Well, folks, that's it for my video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you found it had value. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos, and we'll see you in the next one.